Boys, I at the Rugby Festival as part of their 175th birthday celebrations, and we bringing you the next match live between Maritzburg College and SACS. And with me, I've got Nick Maurer from SACS, who's joining me in the commentating box, which is a nice relief for old Rowan, who's been doing 6 matches in a row. Nick, welcome.
Afternoon, Henny. Looking forward to a tight contest here. This is the final game of the day. We've seen some scintillating schoolboy rugby across all the fields. This is, I would say, an even matchup between the SACS First 15 and Maritzburg College. Maritzburg College, a very proud rugby school with a great heritage, and SACS, I would say, an up-and-coming rugby school. Certainly a strong first 15, and I'm looking forward to a great game.
Yeah, 2 of the oldest schools in the country. If I'm not mistaken, SACS, 189 years old, the oldest school in the country.
Yes.
And Maritzburg, I'm not sure about their age, but a proud tradition at SACS as well, Nick.
Yes, 100%. SACS is the oldest school in the country, and Maritzburg College, I imagine, is not far behind. 2 schools that are incredibly, a lot of history and heritage, and I know both teams will be playing for the badge and putting their bodies on the line for the full match.
What's SACS's season like thus far, Nick?
They've gone okay. We came off a very close loss against Paul Gymnasium away last Saturday, which I guess you could say is a good result. We lost 17-13, and lost a game to Boland Landbouw that we probably should have won. So we were disappointed with that. But other than that, it's gone pretty well. Right, SACS start off receiving the kickoff. That's Alex Halverson carrying the ball into contact. And immediately, it looks like SACS went off their feet at that first breakdown, and it looks like the referee has awarded a penalty in a kickable range. Yes.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there for SACS, and we 30 seconds into this game, and Maritzburg College, they've got the opportunity to convert that into a 3-pointer. It's not easy kicking from there. The wind is pushing, and you have to keep that in mind. We've seen quite a few kicks being missed from that range, so it's not a given.
Maritzburg College choosing to kick off left there and kicking onto probably the danger man in the SACS pack, Alex Halverson. He's 104 kilograms. He's a real athlete. When he catches those kickoffs in a bit of space, he tends to break through. So probably not the cleverest option there by College to go straight to the danger man. Perhaps they haven't done some video analysis at the kickoff.
Van Blerk looks like a lefty. Beautiful strike there, and immediately points on the board for College. We are only about a minute. If you just joined us now, we're only about a minute into this match, and an unfortunate penalty against SACS. And Maritzburg College immediately converted that into points.
David Hayes, the SACS fly left footer to restart. Looking now, facing to the left, but possibly looking to kick to the right. He turns. Geordie Hop, the tall SACS outside centre, looking to win this one in the air. SACS have knocked that one on.
And now it's Maritzburg College waiting for it. It's Miller out to Van Blerk, and then a kick, I believe it's from Welsh, downfield.
David Hayes on the ball, gives it to Michael Abrams, who steps nicely and runs into a bit of space. SACS fighting hard to win the ball at the breakdown. Lucky Glepu's there at 9, but Liam Larkham's picked up. They call him the Rhino, big strong boy. He gives it on to Chad van der Loo, and Ravenscroft up the touchline, but unfortunately he's been stripped.
Yeah, well done. Maritzburg College just took that one away, and is now number 9 under pressure. Forwards now joining. Waiting there for it is Kozila Gume in the scrum half position, but he's also now taken in. They give it out to Ruben van Blerk. Kick over the top.
Zolani Masembate gets back, parries it back under a bit of pressure here. Does well, the SACS wing, to get through the initial tacklers. Set up a breakdown within the SACS 22. SACS need to be careful here. Ball goes back to Hayes, puts it on the left foot, and finds a reasonable touch and a little bit of pressure taken off there. But it is a Maritzburg College put in quite a dangerous area of the field.
Yeah, I must say there's a bit of a win advantage for College at the moment. They've got the wind slightly in their backs. I wouldn't say it's a massive advantage, but it is an advantage nevertheless. Difficult to throw in for the hookers. It's Austin Landman now trying to feed his jumpers. Backline straightening, now waiting for a second phase ball. Off his feet, unfortunately, and a penalty there for SACS.
College getting penalised for the exact same thing as SACS were off the very first kickoff. Boys probably just a little bit overexcited there, eager to impose themselves on the game, losing their feet at the breakdown. I'm sure much to the annoyance of the coaches, but I think that's something that can be solved fairly easily. Larkin puts in a big hit.
Yeah, I mistouch there. Basic error from SACS.
SACS struggling to get out of their half, a problem that existed as well when they played Paarl Gymnasium last Saturday. They simply couldn't get out of their half in the last 15 minutes to actually put the pressure on to win that game.
Yeah, it's important to have a good kicker to get you out of your half, and now it's Landman finding his jumpers, and now they're trying to attack with the back line. Got some of the Lucies in the back line as well. SACS contesting, but still it comes out, and it's the loose Matthew King loose head prop that did well there. They're playing not enough structure in College's game as far as I'm concerned. It's a bit of a that's typical. Let's kick and see what happens. So I'm not too impressed in the first 5 minutes, if I might say, with College. The amount of possession that they had, and SACS making a couple of basic errors, not kicking to touch when they should from that penalty early on.
I think College, they're just running out of ideas. SACS doing a reasonable job defensively, and College just kicking that one away. Now it's Hayes again. He'll restart now against the wind, hopefully using the left foot. So get some distance, get out of the SACS half. Kicks right, sorry. SACS move forward defensively.
Yeah, now it's Maritzburg trying to win that back, and they do so through Ruben van Blerk. And it's a nice drive forward. It looks like Miles Hancock. And it's again out to van Blerk. He's trying to find his speedsters. But again, I think they over-eager. They should slow it down a bit, because SACS is very well organized defensively. Van Blerk again. They've got all the fatties in the back line, which but then offside play from SACS, so penalty to College.
I think the referee's given the signal there that SACS didn't roll away from that breakdown. So a little bit of a soft penalty. SACS probably had that under control. As you said, the defensive line is well set and well organized. So needless penalty to give away at the breakdown when you're not under any significant pressure.
Exactly, and it's interesting that in this early stages of the game that College decide to throw the ball around like that. They're not building any proper phases, and I wouldn't be surprised if SACS find a breakaway at some point with that type of play. But let's see, they're kicking for points. They're leading on the scoreboard at the moment.
I believe this Maritzburg College side is quite a small side, so possibly the tactics for that side will be to move the ball around and try and shift the bigger SACS players around. The ball, it gets slotted there for another 3 points, and College go into a 6-0 lead. SACS will be wary not to fall behind on the board. Scoreboard pressure is a dangerous thing in rugby, so they'll be looking to actually get some field position. They actually haven't spent any time whatsoever in the Maritzburg College half. So Hayes will restart again, and again he'll kick right, and Hop chases on the outside, but unfortunately Hayes has made another bad error there. He's kicked the ball out directly into touch, which is just unacceptable at this level.
Yeah, the one that they should have kicked the touch, they didn't, and now from the kickoff. So that's unnecessary pressure on your forwards. But that could be jitters. I mean, Nick, it's only 7 minutes in, so let's not be too critical. They're still trying to feel each other out. It's one of the first set pieces, the scrum, so still early days. But thus far, I quite like the look of the structure of SACS in terms of defense. And College, they look to throw everything around. Good scrum there from SACS.
SACS penalised there. They got a real nudge on there in the scrum. I think the refs blowing that they've scrummed upwards, which is illegal and dangerous at schoolboy level. But certainly some pressure coming there from the SACS boys on the college scrum.
Jeez, and this guy is gonna attempt. I mean, he's been kicking very well. That first 2 kicks, but this is a long range kick. I mean, this is from the halfway mark. And he's got a bit of wind assistance, but still is very ambitious. And but let's see. I mean, a 9-point lead at this stage could be. I just want to check the technical guys there. The score is actually 6-0 for Maritzburg College.
The college kicker backing himself now. He's got a breeze at his back. He's a left footer, clean striker of the ball. Let's see what he can do with this long range attempt.
Yeah, Miller, he's impressed me how he strikes the ball. Let's see. Jeez, that's a good kick. Just to the right.
Yeah, fortunately for SACS, that one just dragged to the right. You definitely had the distance there.
Yeah,
I think SACS need to be careful. Any indiscretions in their half can be punished by this lad. So I think for SACS, what they really need to do is get out of their half. They've played absolutely no rugby yet, and I know the coaches will want them to start imposing themselves on attack. SACS chased the kickoff, hop up in the air, and unfortunately has knocked it on. And College are now scrambling for the ball. Let's see. And it's
College
a turnover.
Yeah, SACS struggling to get out of their half at the moment. They would love to play some summer rugby in the college half, but all credit to College for maintaining that 10 minutes into this match. The score now 6-0 to Maritzburg College, but yeah, at the moment SACS struggling to get their hands on the ball. They've looked impressive in the set pieces and also in defense, so I would love to see what they can do in attack. So let's see College now to feed the scrum. Miller.
Big scrum there by SACS.
Fantastic,
and a tight head earned. Unluckily, the referee has ruled that it's wheeled, and in schoolboy rugby, any wheeled scrum, there's no turnover, so we'll get the feed again. I think that'll be a morale booster though for the SACS pack, the way that they walked the Maritzburg College pack backwards there, Henny.
No, for sure. I mean, it's such an unfair rule. I spoke to Rowan earlier. I said, I mean, that how can you not get the advantage when you shove like that? I mean, the pack, it must be so demoralizing on one level. It is a moral victory for them for sure, and it's going to be a long day for the pack of Maritzburg College if they continue like this. Miller waiting. Miller out to Van Blerk. Van Blerk. Yeah, it's nothing too exciting. Van Blerk again, little kick through, again aimless in my mind.
Michael Abrams picks up the scraps at the back there and sets up a ruck. Glepu out to Duncan Ferguson, who carries strongly into the midfield, a big tight head prop. Glepu at the breakdown, and SACS awarded a penalty there. I think Maritzburg College not rolling away. Glepu moves quickly, College not 10. The referee, let's see if he awards. Yes, he gives the advantage to SACS. Clever, good thinking there by Lucky Glepu. He knew that the College forwards weren't 10 meters, took the quick tap, and very little to lose there as he was awarded the extra 10 meters. And got Michael Abrams now against a breeze, kicks to the left-hand touchline and makes a decent touch finder. And finally an opportunity for SACS to get a set piece in the Maritzburg College half. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, I would like to see them keep it with the forwards a bit, and
SACS make a little bit of a shambles of that line-out, but they'll get a second chance. The line-out has been a little bit of an Achilles heel for SACS of recent times, so they're going to be looking to improve there. That's a much better line-out. Unfortunately, it was tapped back. Glepu tidies up. SACS looking to pick and drive. Got some nice big forwards, strong guys, but they really need to get low. Hayes looking for Hop in the midfield. Strong ball carrier. Man from the Netherlands. SACS recycled a ball. College on it. What's the ref ruled? Is that a ruck? Maritzburg College have turned that one over.
College turned that over. Van Blerk kick over the top. But again, I mean, that's a nothing kick. I mean, he had all the time in the world, and I just think SACS, they have all the possession, but they don't it seems as they don't like possession. SACS, College. SACS, in the other hand, they don't have possession, but they're doing well without possession, which has been impressive.
One thing I've noticed about Maritzburg College throughout the various teams that have played today, they contest the breakdown very hard. So if your work as the ball carrier, if you're not working hard and placing the ball and the reaction time of your cleaners isn't up to standard, they get in there and they disrupt quite effectively, and that's something SACS need to watch out for.
I saw that just now. They look quite dangerous on the floor. Good run there by the winger, Van Blerk, skipping out. And again, we have the fatties in the middle of the field. Number 3, Reintges, and Van Blerk trying to find the speedsters out wide. Now again, trying to work through the phases. College waiting for it is Miller, going blind on the opposite side of the field. Miller, Van Blerk, long passes, dangerous play, and there, turnover ball to SACS.
Geordie Hop moves the ball to, looks like, to Connor O'Reilly. SACS getting a bit flat on that, making a bit of a mess of the counter attack, but they still have the ball. Glepu gives it to Michael Abrams, the fullback. Larkin on the ball. He flicks it out the back, a bit untidy by SACS, but Abrams cleans up, and now it's Halverson, the big number 8, in a bit of space, who manages to offload. That's lovely hands, and Ravenscroft down the left touchline. This is good by SACS. What can Ravenscroft do? Can he offload off the deck? He places the ball. College again disrupting SACS at the breakdown. Have they got the turnover? They have. SACS very, very slow to react to that breakout by Ravenscroft, which is a pity. Some nice enterprising play there by the SACS backs. Sadly beaten at the breakdown again, Henny.
Yeah, I think they were a victim of their own speed there. I mean, it ran out of options. But well done. All credit to Maritzburg to defend that on the deck and turn that ball over. But there you see, SACS look dangerous with ball in hand. If they can get some possession, it will be interesting going forward. Maritzburg to feed now. It is Landman, and he finds his jumper there, Cameron McIntosh. Oh, lost my team sheet.
James Brewer doing some really good work there for SACS, getting in amongst there, disrupting the Maritzburg College maul and getting the turnover for SACS. Outstanding work by the captain, number 5, James Brewer, leading by example there. A lot about maul defense at this level is attitude. Who's willing to get in amongst there and fight for the ball, and Brewer doing a really good job there. SACS with a set piece on the halfway line, a left-hand scrum. Lucky Glepu to feed. Ravenscroft, the left wing, has moved into a position inside the inside centre. Will he be brought in? SACS will look to run this, I'm sure, against the wind. A dominant scrum by SACS. Hayes on the ball. Moves the ball to Ravenscroft, who drops it, and now Maritzburg College away.
That is dangerous. Maritzburg College. It is their left winger, Matthew Squires, who's attacking. It's against the sun now. Very difficult to see. Maritzburg College. Yeah, well worked against the runner play. SACS were attacking. Made a mistake in the back line, and in my view, it was a unnecessary hard, long, flat pass from SACS. Ball got turned over, and they fell over in the end for quite an easy try.
Yeah, not a great pass, but also hands letting him down the left wing. SACS just trying to create something off that set piece, but not executing, and I think we learnt the lesson there that you're playing against a tenacious team like Maritzburg College. You make a mistake like that in the middle of the field and they will punish you. So this has been a big wake-up call for SACS, who possibly were favourites coming into this game. They've now found themselves 11-0 down with a conversion to come, and the fly-off makes it 13-0. So SACS playing against the wind. They've got a lot to do now.
Yeah, no, Nick, I think SACS, they look like they have a good pack, but they tend to play away from their pack, and I think they can take on College at the front. I think they should try and work some phases with their big forwards and pull in some of the College defenders and then hit at the back. But let's see.
100% agree. I think we're playing a little bit, or SACS are playing a little bit loose at the moment. Just need to tighten up, get a few strong carries in there, get a bit of momentum. SACS knock on the kickoff again, and this will infuriate the SACS coaches, as there's very little continuity to speak of, mainly as a result of little errors that have crept in. When you can't build any phases and you can't create pressure, you generally can't get into positions on the field where you can score points, and this has exactly been SACS's problem so far.
Yeah, maybe a bit impatient as well, Nick. Maybe that's, and we now almost 20 minutes into this match. Maritzburg College leading by 13 points to 0. SACS, a very strong scrum from SACS again, but Maritzburg won it back, and then a kick downfield.
Kick straight down the middle of the field to Michael Abrams. He's having a look, decides to hoist a big bomb and chase. College are under it, but make a mistake in the receipt of the ball.
Now Maritzburg waiting for it. They're trying to run it. Yeah, strong run there from, it looks like, Andile Kanyile. It's such a weird game. Nice break there by the flyer van Blerk.
Lucky Glepu now in the position in the chip zone, exactly where he needs to be. He recovers, and Halverson down the left, and SACS need to clean up here at the breakdown. Glepu goes again. The forwards getting in amongst it. Tom Robinson, the number 7 flank, carries strongly and places the ball. SACS need to be mindful of their work at the breakdown. Can't afford another turnover here. Liam Larkin bumps off the Maritzburg College number 7. SACS go left. Hayes looking to move the ball. Duncan Ferguson with another good carry by the tight head there. SACS look to clean up again. Maritzburg College lying all over that one. Lucky Glepu's off. He's really looking full of running. The young scrum off. As he got there, he has. That's outstanding work by Lucky Glepu. He's looking to speed up the game, trying to ignite something for SACS, and he did. I thought he did superbly there. Really realised that something was on. Had the confidence to go on his own, and I think SACS will be quite relieved to get some points.
Yeah, fantastic. He looks wide awake, that little scrum off. The quick tap when he took it, I thought, geez, you're making a mistake. But obviously he's had his mind and his eyes on that try line, and well done. It puts SACS well back into this game, and it's ironic. They dominating, in my mind. They're dominating all the set pieces. On the floor, I think it's a bit of a 50-50, maybe College dominating there. Defensively, they look fantastically strong, but then they're trailing on the scoreboard. And in the end, the dividends will pay off if they maybe a bit more patient, but well done to SACS.
Yes, Lucky Glepu played for the Western Province Grand Como team last year as an under-16. He's in grade 11, really good prospect. As with many grade 11s, it just takes maybe a little bit of time to find your feet at this level, but he's certainly showing there that he has the confidence to try things, and really ignited something for SACS, which was much needed at this point.
There we look at the replay. Lucky taking that quick tap, and then he's got the strength to get him over. Well done. The score now 13 points to 7 in the favour of College. College
kick off straight to Liam Larkin, who spills the ball. He recovers. The ball's gone backwards. Larkin keeps going. He's a very strong runner. Must make sure he presents the ball nicely here so the SACS can get out of their half. Ball goes out to Hayes, and now Halverson in a bit of space. Looks like SACS are opening up here. Halverson down the right flank. He's got Masimbate, but he doesn't use him. Halverson keeps going. SACS need to hold on to this one and just recycle, show a bit of patience. College are on the ball again. Have they forced a turnover? No. Out to Connor O'Reilly. Taps it off to James Burr. The ref's got his hand out for a penalty for offside. Glepu's there. Larkin again on the ball, the hooker. And Ravenscroft with a bit of space. Goes for the line, and a fine try down the left by SACS.
Oh, well worked. Well worked try by SACS. That was fantastic to watch. It showed a little bit of patience. There was a bit of individual brilliance. Was that the captain who was?
That was the number 8, Alex Halverson, storming down the right. He probably could have used his right wing there, Zolani Masimbate, and who could have scored the try. Didn't see him, perhaps.
It looked like he was a bit in front. I think the pass wasn't really on. I think he was worried about the forward pass. But he didn't do something silly. He kept on possession, and then again, Lucky showing the vision, coming this side, and a great try in the end. Well done to SACS. I mean, they all back into this game, being 13-0 down 3 minutes ago, and all of a sudden they've got the opportunity to lead this game.
I think SACS have some game breakers in their team, and when they get going and they get into some space, they can cause a lot of problems for the opposition. So college need to be wary of that, wary of where they kick off, wary of kicking the ball away unnecessarily. There are a couple of guys there who can punish them. So SACS looking now to make sure that they catch this kickoff and exit their half effectively, so as not to be put under pressure straight after scoring points.
Maritzburg fell asleep now for the last 5 minutes, and that cost them dearly, 12 points to be exact.
College knocked that one on, and SACS looking to recover. The referee has seen it and awarded the scrum to SACS. Very important when you have just scored points to catch the kickoff and make sure that you get back out of your half. Straight out of the coaching manual, you only celebrate your points once you've actually exited effectively. SACS probably would be unhappy with that, although fortunately for them, the right wing for college spilled the ball to give them a scrum. So Glepu will feed. SACS scrum been dominant so far. They'll look to play a short pass, try and set that one up. No, they've decided to run. A running exit here. Exciting stuff by SACS. Hop on the ball. What can the big outside centre do? SACS under pressure at the breakdown again, and looks like Maritzburg College have stolen it again.
Yeah, you see, they should be careful. Maritzburg looks well oiled when it comes to the breakdown. But it's interesting, Nick, as I said, all along SACS looked structured to me. Even though they were defending, at least they looked structured. And they were nowhere in this game in terms of the scoreboard. All of a sudden, they're trailing by 1 point, and I must say there's a little bit of a breeze assisting college at the moment. So the second half, they will have that wind advantage.
I think SACS, if they're going to do running exits, which I'm all for, looking to move the ball into space, very exciting stuff. You've got to be wide awake then in those wide breakdowns. If the guys aren't reacting quickly to clean out, what generally happens is there's a turnover, which gives the opposition a penalty and allows them to impose themselves again. So SACS just need to be wary about that.
But they look dangerous. SACS look dangerous. They look much more dangerous to me than college. College put phases together and a couple of passes, but I haven't seen the straight running. But let's see what they can do. Van Blerk skipping flat pass out to his fullback Treater. Now the forwards are joining. Turnover to SACS.
Yeah, SACS giving college a little bit of their own medicine there and forcing a turnover after a little bit of weak tackling, allowing the college number 15 to sneak through a bit of space there. They won't be happy with that, but very nice work. I think it was by Liam Larkin, the hooker there, to get in on that ball and force the turnover. College have disrupted SACS at the breakdown a little bit. SACS getting their own back there.
Yeah, no, it's they don't like, especially the Lucies. They wouldn't like being second best in that phase.
4-man line out by SACS. They've made a bit of a hash of it. They rescued the situation only to give the ball back to college. Really not a good line out there, not well executed. The boys will be very unhappy with that, and as will the coaches.
Yeah, and again they stuck in their own half. They're trying fancy stuff. They should try and get out of their half and play. As soon as they get into college's half, they scored. So they should try and get down there. Maybe see Lucky is clapping his hands and trying to encourage his forwards. They've looked strong. SACS looks strong in the scrums. College under pressure at the set phases, specifically the scrums. Let's see what Miller and Van Blerk can conjure up. Maybe they can get Craig Glover, the 8th man, also into play. Quite a big blind here. Yeah.
Powerful scrum there by SACS.
That I like is when you dominate the scrum. I like it when you get the free kick.
SACS play quickly. Captain Brewer looking to take things into his own hands. Glepu now plays Larkin, who fends off the number 4 for college, carries strongly. Glepu again, college slowing the ball down. Chad van der Loo throws a wild pass out to Zolani Masimbatu, does well to come in field. Once again, SACS ineffective at the breakdown, way too high. The cleaners are too high and a little bit too slow to get there. College doubling up on that ball on the ground and affecting yet another turnover.
Yeah, I think the Lucies of College, they smaller in frame and they look closer to the ground. They're doing, I mean, let's give them credit. They're doing fantastically well on that loose ball. And the bigger SACS guys, they're struggling in that department at the moment.
Yes, SACS now under big pressure, College to put in.
College, kom ons kyk of hulle met hulle voorspelers iets kan doen. Van Blerk. Quick defense there from SACS. Is it a turnover?
College put under pressure there by the College backline, under pressure there from Geordie Hop, who flew up out of the line to make a spot hit. Fortunately, he read the situation quite well, and the College man knocked that one on. SACS unable to do something with the turnover, though. They actually had the ball, which was then stripped out of the number 12, Chad van der Leeu's hands, which he'll be disappointed with. SACS now have a scrum, midfield scrum, pretty deep in their own half against the wind. Again, options left and options right. I would think SACS would probably be looking to run this one. I think the breeze might be a little stronger now than it was earlier in the day, and that could contribute to a side like SACS who are willing and able to run the ball from deep, and I think they'll probably have a go here.
I agree. It's not a bad option. You can even run it for a bit and then maybe put a grubber through, turn the defense of College. They've got all the tools to do that with SACS, that is, and with a strong scrum, they should get front foot ball.
Another good scrum by SACS. Halverson off the back. He fends off strongly and carries. He offloads to van der Leeu with Masimbata on the outside. Unfortunately, Masimbata dragged into touch. The referee has awarded a penalty, I can only assume, for a high tackle. Yes, he shows the signal. I think a better option there would have been Masimbata to come on a switch with van der Leeu rather than just to take the ball along the touchline. As soon as you see a centre or someone crabbing towards you, best to come back in field. A very nice touch finder there by Michael Abrams put SACS inside the College half with their throw in at the line out.
Yeah, that's whenever SACS came into the College half, they managed to score. So let's see what they can do.
5-man line out for SACS. Brewer takes it. Hayes takes it to the line. And here comes Geordie Hop. Number 13 attacking strongly through the middle. Klepu digging for the ball, but slow at the breakdown. Larkin ducks his head. Tries to double roll. Places the ball. Klepu looking to push right. Hop again on the ball, looking to come into this game. Very strong runner, offloads out the back of the hand. SACS looking dangerous down the right side. A little bit of patience here by the SACS boys. One more breakdown. James Brewer, the captain, carries strongly into the midfield, 5 meters out. They are held up at the moment. As he got to ground, they have Hayes on the ball. Sees a bit of space, goes for the line, and a great try there by SACS. I think we're just seeing here that if SACS are prepared to show a bit of patience, take the ball through a few phases, that the damn wall will eventually break.
Yeah, and I think what is crucial, Nick, is that they played in the College half. That puts the pressure onto College for one. College all of a sudden struggled with the ball on the ground. They kept possession. They showed patience, took it through phases, and eventually it was actually quite an easy try. Well done to SACS.
Shows also the importance of the set piece there. SACS dominating the scrums, and they won one of their few lineouts they've actually won cleanly. Brewer, the captain, coming into this game nicely, leading from the front, called the lineout on himself there, and it just shows you win a clean set piece in the opposition half, and you hang on to the ball, show a bit of patience, and the end result is 7 points.
Exactly. And that is a well worked try. I mean, it's the forwards should take a lot of credit in that, in not only the scrum but also the lineouts. College now starting play again.
High kickoff that SACS once again can't handle. Been a bit of an Achilles heel as well. The kickoffs as are the lineouts. SACS look to move the ball to the right. Halverson under a bit of pressure in the middle of the field. SACS need to be careful here at the breakdown. But the referees come back there. Maritzburg College kicking a very nice contestable kick-off there. SACS not handling it. But fortunately for SACS, the Maritzburg College player knocked the ball on, and the ref's given SACS a scrum deep in their own half.
Yeah, I think important for SACS is to, as quickly as possible, there's only about 2 minutes left in this half, but if they can quickly get down into College's half and maybe score again this time, this side of half-time, it will be good for them, starting with their tails up in the second half and the wind at the back.
Very important that SACS don't concede a soft penalty now and give Maritzburg College 3 points just before the break. Another dominant scrum there by SACS. They really are scrumming superbly. Ball goes out to Hayes, plays out the back to Abrams. There's a bit of space out wide. Hop now on the ball to Masimbate, who takes it into contact. He's held up. SACS must be very careful at these wide breakdowns. Must clean out effectively. Hayes again to Tom Robinson out the back. This is very loose by SACS, right under their poles. And dangerous play there. I think the coaches will be tearing their hair out. Larkin takes it quickly. He's off. Pops the ball off to Brewer. This is nice by SACS. Halverson down the left touchline, really coming into this game nicely. Breakdown just behind the Standard Bank gazebo. Difficult to see. Ball goes out to Hayes. He plays to Larkin again, who's carried the ball strongly in this half. Looking to clean up there. Glepu out to Hayes again, looking to pass the ball wide. This is enterprising by SACS. Abrams through the gap is ankle tapped. Places the ball back. SACS again showing some good patience, recycling the ball nicely. Connor O'Reilly, the loose set prop, carries into contact. Glepu snipes blind to Hayes, and right down the wing there to Michael Abrams, but the refs ruled a forward pass. Some lovely play there by SACS.
That was wonderful to watch.
Unlucky not to get finished there with a try that would have really ended the half well. SACS now looking to play with the wind in the second half and to build on a very promising second half of the first half, Henny.
Oh, no, fantastic. I mean, let's not forget they trailed by, I think, 13 points to 0 at some point, and I was actually gobsmacked because they looked like the complete structured team, but they didn't. They led everywhere but the scoreboard, and eventually that paid dividends. Their patience. Some great players, some great individual players. I'm impressed by the captain. Lucky the little scrum half. He showed great vision, and they look dangerous when they show patience. They look very dangerous. And College, to me, they look a little bit lost. The only area where I would give them credit at this stage, where they may be one up, is their kicker. He's kicked wonderfully well, 2 very difficult kicks, and then also maybe on the loose ball, they may be, it's a 60-40 in their advantage. But for the rest, SACS dominating all the facets, especially the scrums. They've been tremendous.
Yes, SACS, I think, started that first half fairly jittery. A lot of basic errors were creeping in there, both at the line out. A couple of kick-off receipts went astray, and work at the breakdown probably not up to the standards expected of them. But also shown some glimpses of some really powerful running, some excellent skills in terms of their passing, getting the ball into the wide channels, and some quite exciting, enterprising play, which will be thrilling for all the supporters. I know SACS will be wanting to start this half with the wind and get into the opposition half and look to camp down there and exert pressure. And as we know, if you're prepared to, with a strong set piece, if you're prepared to hang on to the ball and put the opposition under pressure, the score will look after itself.
And don't forget about the second half. They have 2 advantages in my mind. The one is the win at the back, and the other one is to be 13 points to 0 down at some point in the first half, and then leading 19-13. There's a psychological advantage over College. College also struggling in the set pieces. They're being demolished in the scrums. So it's all this game is all SACS at the moment. Even though the scoreboard suggests it's only a 6-point game, I think if you take everything into consideration, the advantage is much more in the favour of SACS. If they don't fall asleep, I can't see them losing this game.
Yep, SACS after this fixture against College, they face up against DF Milan on Monday. And then it's into the big derby clashes of the southern suburbs. First up is Bishops at SACS on the 7th of May, which is always a highly anticipated clash. Huge interest in the local derbies in the southern suburbs. Bishops will be smarting from a surprise loss today against Wynberg High, and they've also got a very tough assignment against Jeppe High School, who look the real deal. I think out of all the sides I've watched today, I would say probably Jeppe from Johannesburg look probably the outfit, the best all-round outfit, dangerous team. So Bishops will be up against it on Monday, but SACS will be looking forward to hosting their arch rivals next Saturday, and then welcoming Rondebosch Boys High School the following Saturday, the 14th. So it's an exciting time for SACS and for local rugby here when the derbies come around, and SACS will be looking to obviously impose themselves there and pick up some good victories.
Yeah, I totally agree, Nick. The likes of Jeppe, they were. I don't know, did you see that game, the Jeppe game? The first half, do yourself a favor, the game is actually available online. Have a look at that Jeppe first half. They just looked the complete polished unit. I was totally impressed by them, and that half I think is the best half of schoolboy rugby that I've seen this year. I believe they lost, I think, one game thus far in the season. But they really look impressive. They've got some fantastic players, so have a look at that. But we are coming to you live here from Wynberg, part of their 175th birthday celebrations in this fantastic close encounter between SACS and Maritzburg College. A first half of two halves, Nick. Maritzburg that got a lead of 13 points in no time, and maybe slightly against the run of play at times, but SACS then came back wonderfully and now leading 19-13 at halftime.
Yes, it was certainly a game of, or a half of two halves. SACS coming good in the latter stages of the first half, playing some really nice, exciting rugby, running from deep, moving the ball into the wide channels, which is probably what they're known for. We've got some really good athletes in the SACS forward pack and in the back line. So there's certainly a lot of firepower, and it's just, for me, it's a matter of making sure that you react quickly and get to the breakdown effectively and win your ruck ball and don't get turned over. And then also just showing the patience to be able to basically suck in all those defenders and then go wide when the time's right. But I expect SACS to start well here. David Hayes kicking off with the wind at his back. Again, SACS have set up with a couple of guys to the right, but have just chosen to kick left to where the majority of the forwards are standing. College have missed that. Ravenscroft down the left places the ball. Good work by the left wing. Lucky Glepu there on the ball. The referee has, the linesman's actually put his flag up. So SACS must have put a foot in touch there, and College now have a line out and are under a bit of pressure early in the second half.
Yeah. This is where we saw a lot of rugby in the first half, is in that little corner there. College now trying to get out of their half. Van Blerk, left-footed, looks like a nice kick. Listen, Nick, I think this wind has dropped. It's definitely not as strong as in the first half.
Still a slight breeze, but I'd agree with that. It does look to have dropped a bit, as it tends to do in Cape Town in the southern suburbs. Late afternoon, wind does tend to dissipate a little bit. Larkin to put the ball in. SACS, another fine line out there. James Brewer does really well. Hayes gives the ball out to Geordie Hop, who goes straight through the middle and offloads to Kyle Coles, like a good open side flanker right on the shoulder of the ball carrier. Larkin again, running at half pace this time. Needs to really run onto the ball. Maritzburg College not rolling away there. I thought, Henny, that was maybe a little bit harsh. I didn't feel the college men rolled away from that breakdown. Yet he seems to have penalised, no, I've got it wrong. He had his hand up for College there, but he's actually got it the right way. College not rolling away at the breakdown as I thought, and a yellow card being issued.
But to whom? I haven't seen anybody leave.
I'm pretty sure I saw a
yellow card. I saw the yellow card.
Very strange there. The referee getting his signals a little bit confused. He had his arm up for College, which was bemusing for me because SACS were on the attack and College simply didn't roll away from that breakdown. But SACS there showing some nice attacking intent there. Firstly, Geordie Hop, the centre, crunching through the middle. and then some good continuity there. I think College are really just hanging on there, and the penalty now going in the favour of SACS.
I'm completely confused. The referee got his signals wrong, and then he got his cards wrong as well. He showed a yellow card, I'm pretty sure of that, but nobody's left the field.
Geordie Hop converts the 3 points, and SACS move into a 22-13 lead. The perfect start for the men in blue and white. Exactly what you want after half-time, Henny, is to get early points and to put some pressure on your opposition.
Yeah, no, their patience has been brilliant, and they've been rewarded. College now under pressure. They now 2 scores away. Kick off Van Blerk, high hanging kick. Has that gone the distance?
SACS played that.
And Maritzburg is now looking to attack. Forwards joining. Van Blerk out to his fullback, cutting inside. Fantastic play there by Jaco Trieter. He's been brought down. Jaco Trieter, now Miller going blind. We're now on the far side of the field. Miller, Van Blerk. See, they look planless to me. They look like they just putting phases together. I don't want to be too critical, but it's I have to commentate on what I see. They don't look as structured as SACS, but let's see. They've got an attacking line out now. It's Landman trying to feed to Hancock and Cameron McIntosh. It looks like McIntosh that gathered that. Now they're driving with the forwards. Can SACS hold them out? Is that try awarded?
SACS won't be happy with that maul defence. That's something they pride themselves on there. I think out of the 23 lineouts that Paul Jim had last week, SACS held them out in 20 of them. So something that they've really focused on. So they won't be happy with a fairly small Maritzburg College pack pushing them back like that. I must say, Henny, from what I've seen in the first half and the early stages of the second half, I think the Maritzburg College fullback Trieter looks like quite a good prospect. He's quite a slippery runner.
Yeah.
He's ghosted into a couple of half gaps and looked quite dangerous. So that's someone to watch maybe for the future.
He certainly looked dangerous, but what I just wanted to stress my point. I said earlier they don't look structured. As soon as they did something structured, they started the driving maul. They won clean ball from the line out, and they drove over for a try. They did something structured and they got rewarded. So well done to Maritzburg College. That was fantastic play, and taking nothing away from Trieter. Oh, as I said, this is one of the highlights of College. This kicker, he's a fantastic kicker. The score, in my mind, should now be 22-20. The score on a screen is still incorrect.
David Hayes kicks off long. SACS guys chase.
Fielded by Maritzburg College with a little bit of a chip kick. Senseless.
Lucky Glepu in the chip zone there, well positioned, but unfortunately fumbles the ball forward, which gives College the put in at the scrum just inside their own half.
I see the score.
I think that's been updated now. College were on 13 and they're now up to 20, so 22-20 to SACS.
Yeah, I see the main scoreboard is also wrong, but I think our score is correct, 22-20. Maritzburg trying to run it Van Blerk, and they want to try and get this Trieter into space. A good defense by SACS.
Number
Good
13,
aggressive.
Geordie Hop getting across well there. Maritzburg College, they really enjoy a couple of loop players in the midfield, using the loop to try and create an extra man. SACS up to that. SACS would have done the analysis and would know that they need to hold off and push hard to the touchline. Geordie Hop doing that really well and tackling his opposite number into touch. Larkin to feed. Another great line out there to the captain. Ball goes to Hop. Again, very dangerous, this guy, Geordie Hop. Carries the ball and places it well. Glepu out to Larkin. Carries the ball far more strongly this time, Larkin, making good meters. He's held up, which has slowed down the ball a bit. Glepu, Brewer, moves the ball out to Masimbate, who steps well. He places the ball. SACS again now, just need to show some composure. Connor O'Reilly, the loose head, carries the ball into contact. College on that ball. Have they rolled away? They've slowed the ball down and they've actually got a turnover. Great work again on the ground by Maritzburg College, but SACS will be very, very disappointed that they weren't able to come away with anything there.
Yeah, it's all the play and no points. The fantastic work by College. Again, they've been dominating on the ground for this whole match. You know who's caught my eye as well is that Larkin, the hooker. He plays a good game. He's an aggressive, nice runner off the scrum half. He
played for the Western Province Academy side last year. He's a very willing and able ball carrier. He perhaps guilty once or twice of running with the ball at half pace. He's a very, very strong guy. I think if he carries at pace like he did there, very, very effective and very difficult to stop.
Again, it's just I just find that so difficult to understand. I mean, you're dominating the scrum and then you get a free kick against yourself.
10 meters for chirping there. That'll be disappointing. The coaches won't enjoy that. And another 10 meters. The referee's really getting annoyed. This is not good by SACS.
Quick tap now by College.
SACS in danger here. They're not getting back 10 meters. They're chirping the ref. And they're very, very close to getting a yellow card here. Brewer, the captain, they're actually showing a little bit of ill discipline. And this is a dangerous time for SACS. They need to keep their composure.
Van Blerk finding touch.
I heard an exasperated scream from, or shout from SACS coach Graham Veppener as SACS were turned over there again. I think he's not happy with our breakdown work.
Now Maritzburg College try and conjure something up with a back line. Very lateral in my view. SACS trying to hold them up now. Very effectively. Going backwards.
And they won it. Tackled well there. Chad van der Leeuw and Geordie Hop, the centres, winning the turnover there. Some very good aggressive tackling there. SACS kick ahead.
Now
College beat their first man.
Fantastic step there by Duma. Miller waiting. Van Blerk. Skip pass out. Also very high risk. Prone to interceptions, those we've seen in the previous matches. Miller waiting. Miller to Van Blerk. Without any real plan, decides to chip over the top. And now SACS looking.
Michael Abrams there receiving the ball. Probably not the best decision there to try and step towards the touchline. Fortunately, the college players guilty of indiscretion there, which gives SACS the opportunity to relieve some pressure. David Hayes with his left boot, favourable left boot against this right touchline, pops the ball into touch, giving SACS a line out inside their own half. The SACS line out's been functioning a lot better towards the end of the first half and into the second half. Brewer, the captain, taking a lot of responsibility and calling the ball on himself. Let's see what they can do from this set piece. Larkin to put the ball in. SACS with a 5-man line out. Brewer once again goes up. Lawrenson at the back. Cleans up effectively. Cameron Lawrenson, Lucky Glepu misses out Larkin to Hayes. Plays out the back there. This is van der Leeuw in space. He places the ball. Glepu comes the other way. Hayes switching direction very nicely. Here's Brewer. Can he get the pass away? He does. Halverson now in space. Halverson looking to offload. Once again, College are on the ball quickly, and they've been awarded yet another penalty at the breakdown. I thought Henny was that man supporting his own body weight. I think.
Yeah, that's interesting. Again, I mean, I think it's as soon as you start to dominate the breakdown, then the referee also tend to see it differently. So it might be part of it all. SACS allowing College back into this game. SACS playing too much rugby, in my view, in their own half. They've always looked dangerous in the opposition half, but I don't know if they don't have the flyer, a good boot or something to just get them in the college half.
There, Brewer steals the opposition's ball there. And this time Tom Robinson, the number 7, carries very, very strongly and aggressively and places the ball. That's a much better clean out by SACS. It's going to have to be a pick and roll. Robinson releases the ball to Hayes, and out to Van der Loo, starting to come into the game a bit more. Well tackled. He places the ball now. And now Liam Larkin, the hooker, bounces his way through some ineffectual tackling by College and places the ball. Glepu's there now, out to Hayes and out to Masimbate. He comes back in field. He places the ball. This is better by SACS. That's a penalty to SACS awarded by the ref, who's playing some advantage here. What can SACS do with this penalty advantage? Glepu now plays it out to Hayes. He throws a miss pass. The ball's knocked on off a Maritzburg College hand. SACS still have it. The ref still playing advantage. Penalty advantage going on and on here. Can SACS make something of it? Hayes again. Plays to Halverson, who bumps off and offloads out the back of the hand. Referee, as he was always going to, comes back for the penalty. Halverson takes quickly. SACS looking to add some tempo to this game. Halverson carrying strongly up the right. Out to Hayes and Larkin again. Strong again. That must be Larkin's 15th carry of the game. Certainly got an appetite for ball in hand. But once again, you won't believe it.
Another chirp.
The Maritzburg College fellows getting in on the ball there.
Oh, he's going to give a card.
And now SACS showing more ill discipline. And Liam Larkin, the hooker, being given his marching orders for a yellow card for consistent back chat. SACS really there were looking dangerous. They were off a penalty advantage. They were looking to move the ball quickly, but the breakdown work not good enough.
Yeah, it's a pity. This Larkin really impressed me, and it just shows the frustration. And all credit to College. I mean, they're doing the hard yards on the ground, and I must give credit to the loose trio of College, Kanyile, Diedrichs, and Glover.
The referee awarding a scrum to SACS there for a bit of obstruction there from that maul. A fairly soft turnover there. College won't be happy with that. SACS awarded a scrum on the 10-meter line inside their own half, a left-hand scrum. They do have the wind at their backs. So will we see a change in tactic? Will they look to put the ball on the boot, or will they once again look to run the ball out of their own half? Lance Statler, the reserve hooker who played a full game for the second team, is now onto the field at hooker. Very abrasive character, also a strong carrier, big strong defender, and a very good scrummaging hooker as well. So he'll add some value to the pack.
Now somebody else must leave the field. Not sure who that is on the opposite.
It looks like Tom Robinson's left the field. The number 7 flank has exited the game. Glepu now to put the ball into the scrum. SACS looking to dominate again. Another very strong scrum, dominant scrum there. Hayes takes it flat. Geordie Hop back into space. Springs out of a couple of tackles. A great carry there by Hop, who passes it back inside to Kyle Coles. Again, College are on that ball quickly. And if that's not a turnover, it might be another penalty. This time the ref, bit of a lack of consistency from the ref. I thought that was probably a
good turnover.
More of a turnover than some of the others. Be that as it may, SACS move into College half, looking to impose. That's Statler, who's just come onto the field. He's not going to stand back. Glepu snaps back. Abrams holds onto the ball, comes back inside. A dangerous ploy against College because their boys are very quick on the deck. Statler again with a big handoff coming into midfield. The cleaners get there eventually. Connor O'Reilly into space. Busts ahead, the loose head prop. Lucky Glepu plays it down the left-hand side to Hop, who frees up Halverson. Halverson looking to use some footwork. Ravenscroft, he places the ball, and this is good by SACS. They just need to show patience. Once again, Statler, he's played a full game for the second team, but looking hungry for work. Glepu hits Hayes. Van der Loo now on the ball. He bumps off his opposite number very strongly. SACS into the middle of the field, but they've been stripped of the ball in contact. An outbreak, Maritzburg College. This is dangerous.
Maritzburg now trying to counter-attack. Remember, SACS now only playing with 14 men. Are we looking now straight into the sun? It's becoming very loose now, but this should favour College, because at the moment they're dominating the loose play. Nice break from Van Blerk. Van Blerk, is that high? It looked high to me. Yeah, SACS now playing with 14 men. That Larkin there, number 2 hooker, been sent off for back chatting. So they've got the reserve hooker on, and then they lost their flanker as a result because they had to scrum. So that's always a pity.
Once again, SACS being dispossessed of the ball while on attack deep inside the College half. It's been a bit of a theme for this match, something that they're going to have to sort out before the Bishops fixture next Saturday. Need to be very careful here, Henny. At 22-20, it's you by no means away.
No.
College are a side you can see that are a brave team. They scrap for everything. They're very tenacious. The kind of team that you just don't want to let in there. And SACS just need to be very cautious and keep their heads about them.
And also this Van Blerk, the flyer of College, he's impressed with the boot. He can kick it from anywhere. So they must be careful. I mean, playing in your own half, you make a mistake, you get a penalty against you, and he can slot it from anywhere. College now feeding the line out. Good clean ball, Miller. The Van Blerk I was talking about, but lost forward.
College there attempting another loop play, making a bit of a meal of that one, knocking the ball on, and now SACS break away, kicking into College half. Very little in the way of kick chase here from SACS. The SACS forwards look tired, out on their feet. And now College with the ball.
College doing very well there on the counter attack. It looks very loose.
SACS dispossessed. That's Chad van der Loo now. Zolani Masembate carries the ball into contact, fighting hard and places the ball. Lucky Glepu plays it out to Brewer, who carries it up strongly. He's carried the ball well today. SACS boys flying to that particular breakdown. I think they know the threat now and they know what's required. Hop goes to ground. Glepu plays to the left. Lawrenson, the lock, hasn't carried much today, but that's a really good, strong, powerful carry by the number 4 lock. Hayes on the ball. A missed pass there to Zolani Masembate again, who places the ball again. Plenty of possession for SACS, not moving anywhere really. That's Connor O'Reilly with a lovely bit of skill there by the prop. SACS once again just need to be patient. Hayes on the ball, an inside pass to Hop. The two boys who played for the under-16A side last year combining well. Out to Hayes, and now Halverson. College showing a lot of tenacious defense, and of course we know about their threat at the breakdown. I thought College really impressed me there. They hung in there, they stayed there, and eventually SACS making the error.
Yeah, still all to play for. The odd 15 minutes left in this match, and there's only 2 points in it. I wouldn't want to call it at this stage, SACS being down to 14 men. They, in my mind, they're currently playing the better rugby as far as structure is concerned, but then College fantastic over the loose ball. The defense is holding out well, and then they've got that left boot of Van Blerk, who can not only get the points on the board but also get them out of their half.
College now lining up, looking threatening as if they're going to run this one against the wind. Might be their exit strategy to move the ball into the wider channels. They do have their very dangerous Guma on the right wing, man who played KwaZulu-Natal Craven Week last year. So SACS need to be very wary of that.
Another strong scrum from SACS. Van Blerk now getting his midfield players involved. Again, quick ball. They're so good on the loose ball. And then is it Duma on the opposite side? Van Blerk again. They're playing high-risk rugby at the moment, which I don't think is necessary, but they continue with that pattern. They're throwing the ball around. Van Blerk now getting the heavies involved in the midfield. Van Blerk waiting. And is that a loss forward? Yeah, they did a lot of running now, but they went nowhere. It was lateral. They strung so many passes together, all high risk, but it got them nowhere, which is very different from SACS. When SACS got the ball, that fly off of yours, it looks like he's got choices, little flick passes to his forwards.
Maritzburg College seem to be chasing the game, which to me is unnecessary. There's still plenty of time. There's 13 minutes left in the game. I think their best chance of actually scoring points is to get some territory and to attack in the right areas of the field. As you say, there was a lot of lateral running there, a lot of shifting of the ball, sort of fairly meaninglessly into areas where there was perhaps no space. Larkham now back on the field after his yellow card, his sin bin offence for backchat. He's had a little chat to the ref and apologised, looking to repent. So SACS are now back to 15. After the college knock on there, it's going to be SACS to feed this scrum. SACS have one or two very dangerous backs, particularly Geordie Hop, the number 13. So will they bring him back on a switchback? I think if SACS can score next year, I think that might break the back of the college boys. It's a very important time in the game. And I think the next couple of minutes could actually define the outcome.
Could be crucial. It's all to play for, anybody's game. But SACS with the advantage of the put into the scrum, and they've had a very good scrum all day long.
Another very solid scrum. Again, college just hanging in there at this particular set piece, under a huge pressure at the moment. The SACS 8 really putting the heat on them at scrum time. I think Henny, I think we agree that sides at schoolboy level don't get the necessary reward as maybe they should for scrum dominance, and I think SACS are maybe feeling a little bit hard done by. A lot of work goes into the scrumming. Andrew Patterson, former Western Province hooker, very involved, and certainly something that's become a real strength now of SACS first teams over the last few years.
Yeah, they're looking very strong, and they should have.
Glepu now feeds, plays the ball out to David Hayes. Here comes Geordie Hop. Gets the ball, well held though. He wasn't actually held in the tackle. He gets to his feet. He's kept going there. SACS need to show a little bit of composure again here. Here's Larkin again using the big handoff. He thrusts into midfield. SACS looking to play right. Halverson on the ball now. Really big offloads, but Statler can't hang on to it. The referees ruled that hasn't gone forward, and college survive another day. Connor O'Reilly now heading towards the try line. SACS carrying strongly here. There's a bit of a blind side to work on. James Brewer's on the ball. He carries. The referee has ruled held up there. I must say, Henny, Maritzburg College outweighed here, out-muscled, but you've got to give them a huge amount of credit. They're tenacious. They're certainly fighting hard for their school, and they're committing everything they've got into their defence and at the breakdown.
And also a lot of credit to the supporters here, old boys' parents and other boys cheering them along. It's a fantastic school. I had the privilege to visit them a couple of times in Pietermaritzburg. Fantastic bunch of guys. And also the school, I've got a lot of respect for them, and also it shows in how they're playing for the jersey at the moment.
Halverson now off to Glepu. Can he score another try? He goes for the line. Brilliant by Lucky Glepu. A simple move, an 8-9 right out of the coaching manual. Halverson offloading at the right time. Glepu seeing a bit of space and going low and hard for the try line. Outstanding there by the young scrum half. That's his second try of the day and a very crucial one. SACS now move up to a 7-point advantage with a kick to come. A crucial score for you, Henny?
Yeah, crucial. And this kick, funny, Nick, we've the whole day long from that position where he's kicking now, we did not see one kick go over from there. So it will be interesting. He could break the jinx. I think there was one. But from that specific position where he's out wide, the wind comes into play. It will be interesting if he can convert it. If he converts this, it's a two-score game, and it's going to be difficult for college with less than 10 minutes to go.
Critical moment here for Geordie Hop. If he can start this one outside the left-hand upright and drift it in with the wind, that'll put SACS out to a 9-point lead. with about 8 minutes to play. Hop starts at left, but doesn't strike the ball cleanly, and then therefore the wind couldn't assist that one. But SACS now leading 27-20. A nice bit of play there.
Let's look at the replay. Nice 8-9, as you said, straight from the coaching manual. But that little scrum of, what is his name, Lucky Dlepu, he's been impressive all day long. Kick-off from Maritzburg, not going the required 10.
Kick-off for College, not going 10, but SACS for some reason trying to catch it there. Cameron Lawrenson going for the ball and coming off his hand, a half-hearted attempt to catch it. I mean, I really think that SACS should have shown a little bit more nous there and just let that one go and taken a scrum on the middle of the field. They won't be happy with that. That's a soft concession and allows Maritzburg College to have the ball inside their own half.
Yeah, College, could this be the last throw of the dice? They're in SACS's half. SACS has been dominant in the scrums, and again so, getting the ball on the back foot. Miller, Van Blerk, taken ball and all, and that's that Treater, the number 15. I just thought he had some space to show his magic. Unfortunately,
SACS a little bit lucky there. I didn't think that one actually went forward, and Treater was on the ball very quickly, and it looked like he had a little bit of space through the middle there. So tense times, 27-20. A draw is something that no team wants, so SACS certainly looking to extend that lead. And now they get the put in just inside their own half. They're setting up here and looking like they're going to carry a strong, powerful carry with the centres, but maybe possibly playing it out the back. But Halverson plays Lucky Glepu on the Brian side again. Masimbate comes back in field. Has he placed the ball effectively? He has. The referee has ruled that his double roll was too slow, and the College guys were once again there for the steal.
SACS ripped that away beautifully.
Tom Robinson doing some great work for SACS, and now Larkin again. He starts to run hard.
Oh, he's a
man
great player.
The man they call Rhino carries strongly, makes a 10-meter bust. Good momentum for SACS here. Lawrenson plays it out to Robinson, who's coming into the game nicely. Tom Robinson, also grade 11. Ball up back out to Halverson in the midfield. He bursts forward and places the ball. Glepu. Abrams, some tricky footwork there by the number 15. But once again, yet another penalty at the breakdown. I've lost count.
Lost count. I mean, I can remember that one that SACS actually contested, but most of it went to Maritzburg. So well done. I mean, that's definitely one of the highlights of their game. They've definitely beaten SACS on the floor, and that's hats off to the Lucies of Maritzburg College.
SACS coaches Graham Weppener and Adam Rundle will no doubt look at this match video and work hard during the week before Bishop's on the breakdown.
Maritzburg College now trying to put it through the hands, but it's knocked forward.
SACS now with the ball. Van der Loo thrust forward. The ball goes out to Larkin yet again for the who knows how many time he's carried. Maritzburg College need to be very careful of going high on him. He's got a very strong fend. Some of them have already experienced it. Another College man on the ball again. Every breakdown seems a lottery. But the referee goes back for a scrum to SACS for a previous knock-on.
Also, I think I haven't given enough credit to Austin Landman. He's the number 2, the hooker for College. I've seen him a couple of times over the ball as well. Maybe sometimes debatable if he was supporting his own weight, but he's stolen some balls. So well done. That aspect of the game, they know what they're doing.
Yes, from our vantage point, it's sometimes difficult to tell who's affecting the turnovers, but certainly Maritzburg College have a number of players that are able to disrupt you, and certainly not lacking in tenaciousness at the breakdown. Here's Abrams now, kicks the ball right. A clever option there by Abrams to play in the right area of the field. SACS just need to make sure of their defense here now. They choke tackle and hold the Maritzburg College player up, but he manages to go to ground.
College now waiting for it. It's Miller out to number 10, Van Blerk.
An aimless kick there, down to the right, and Alex Halverson The 104 kilo number 8 for SACS works his way up the left-hand side of the field, but another breakdown penalty. With 3 minutes to go, College will be looking to get themselves into the SACS half and impose themselves and try and exert a bit of pressure and try for a draw, I guess, Any?
Yeah, I mean, SACS, it's SACS to lose. They should just stay out of their half now. Don't try and do anything risky. Maritzburg should throw the dice now, try anything they can, and I don't think the answer for them lie with the backs. They should, unless they can get Truter into play, the number 15, he's impressed, but they should do something with their forwards first.
They had a very effective maul earlier, and they set the maul again.
Let's see what they can do. That collapse. Miller out to Van Blerk now. Van Blerk with, again, aimless kick.
SACS on the ball now. Zolani Masambate fighting hard in contact. And here comes Liam Larkin again. He places the ball. The referee has ruled another breakdown penalty. SACS continually getting isolated. The reaction time of the cleaners is simply not good enough. Larkin perhaps being guilty of being a one-off runner, probably not his fault. I mean, SACS would want him carrying the ball, so it's really down to the rest of the guys to react to him and get there quickly and make sure that they're cleaning up.
Yeah, and I think I risk from SACS. They shouldn't be trying anything fancy there. They should keep it tight now, and if anything, they should try and kick it into College's half. But they tried something risky there with Larkin breaking away, and as we've seen all day, College being very effective on the floor, and they won that back. I think they're going to try and go for touch through Van Blerk and then see if they can set up the driving maul. It's definitely, I think there's a minute left on the clock. So the best that College can do is draw this match, if anything.
Yeah, SACS guilty of a bit of poor game management there. They had the turnover. It was just time for cool heads. Should have gone back to the fly of Hayes, who should have booted it back into the College half. And now SACS are going to be defending a very, very, very dangerous set piece here. Maritzburg College scoring off a similar position earlier off the ball. And we all know about Van Blerk's ability off the kicking tee. This is a dangerous time for SACS with 30 seconds on the clock.
Beautifully taken. Well weighted in the air. Now the forwards are joining. Can they do something fancy again with that driving maul? Now we get the backs joining as well. They're driving fantastically well. Held up.
SACS breathe a sigh of relief. I'm sure the coaches on the far side, their hearts would have stopped there for a moment. SACS doing well to hold them out. The ruling was held up, so Maritzburg College will get a scrum, which hasn't been necessarily an advantage
No.
to them. So they'll be looking just to secure the set piece and see what they can do with their backs.
Yeah, poor Miller is most probably going to get some back foot ball now, and then they're going to try and do something with going backwards, and that's where the runners at the back couldn't do anything with it. And their forwards were very effective in that driving maul. SACS strong scrum again. Van Blerk.
Refs ruled that scrum wheeled, so College will get to put the ball in again.
I would love to see Van Blerk first going back to his forwards now and try and create some phases. He's maybe too quick to give the ball out to his speedsters, unless they can do something fancy with Truter, the number 15. He's looked exciting all day long, but let's see.
Yes, I've got a feeling they might bring Truter in between the centres here. Let's see what they've got. Also the right wing lurking
Another
dangerously.
strong scrum going slightly backwards. The centre just couldn't get the ball away to Truter, and SACS turned it over. Larkin
down the right touchline. He places the ball. Are the SACS players there in time? Another turnover, is it? No, SACS managed to secure the ball. This is the time for cool heads.
Larkin
Someone
again.
needs to get in the pocket over here and just boot the ball into the College half. Time is up on the clock. Abrams must just kick that out, which he does. And that's full time. And SACS coming out of that victorious 27-20, not without some nervous moments towards the end there, Henny.
Yeah, sweaty palms. I don't know. I mean, I'm not favouring any of these teams. It's always just exciting when it's close and contested until the end. So well done to SACS that come out victorious with 27 points to 20. And College that also played very well in certain aspects of the game. Some of the players that stood out for you there, Nick?
I think the eye-catching guys are obviously people like Larkin, who carries the ball a lot. I thought Halverson in the wider channels, the number 8, carried the ball strongly. Hayes organised things quite well in the fly-off channel, moved the ball around. But for me, the player for SACS was Lucky Glepu, the scrum-half, scoring 2 tries. He was always looking to put pressure on the opposition. His service was slick, and he's fast becoming a really good all-round scrum-half. Very exciting prospect.
I agree. I like the look of him. He looks exciting. He's got all the vision, and from Maritzburg side, I must all the loosies and everybody that contested those loose balls. I think Landman, he was very good on the ground. Kanyile, Diedrichs. I also like the look of Tutor, the number 15 for Maritzburg College. But a nice game. It was down to the wire. Anybody's game. In the beginning, in the first half, College led by 13 points to 0, and SACS turned it around with structured play, good captaincy, and they turned it around to win this match by 27 points to 20.
Maritzburg College, a very proud rugby school and really a giant in the schoolboy rugby landscape for many years. So any scalp against Maritzburg College is one to be savoured. So although SACS might be a little bit disappointed with how they performed in certain areas, they've got the win. They've won this game 27-20. They can bank that, and they can take that with them onwards now towards their Bishop's fixture on Saturday.
That's right. If you're watching this from afar and you're at all involved with your school's alumni, please visit alumnet.co.za, the main sponsors of this live broadcast. And also keep in mind the annual alumni conference is held at Maritzburg College this year, and I think it's the 2nd and the 3rd of September. You can look at the South African Schools Alumni Association's website, that is sasa.org.za, for more information. If you're at all involved with your school's alumni, please see that you attend that annual alumni conference at Maritzburg College. We're looking forward to that. Nick, I really enjoyed this. I want to thank School Sport Live for bringing these games to all the supporters, old boys across the world. And I hope you enjoyed the day with us. From me, Henny Warnig. Until next time, bye-bye.